Welcome back to Dane's Body Shop, folks. I'm Coach Dunte, and this time, Angela is joining us here. We've got a kettlebell complex for you today. If you don't have a pair of kettlebells, you can do this with a pair of dumbbells, and I'll talk about how to make the adjustment as we go. But the complex is done pyramid style. It's going to start with 2 reps of each movement, then 3, 5, 10, and then you're going to go back down, 5, 3, and 2. All right? It's going to start to add up, so you want to start off a little slowly, and when choosing your weight, you want the weight that's going to feel great for the sets of 5. 10 should be a struggle, and it is going to be difficult. So that's what we're here to do today. Your 4 movements, can you show them the swing, the double swing? So both bells pass back between the legs, fire up to about chest level. There's no need to come up overhead. We got plenty of overhead work coming. Show them a front squat. So you'll clean to the shoulder. Both bells sit to the outsides of the forearms. Sit down deep in the front squat. Knees come out wide. Chest stays up high. Show them a press. Into the front squat. You're in the rack. Knees stay locked. Butt stays tight. Abs stay tight. You're pressing all the way up, and the bells will come just behind your ears. Arms are next to your ears. Now, show them the snatch. Snatch is like a swing, but it ends all the way at the top. Bring it all the way back down. And these are your 4 movements. It's going to begin with 2 reps of each. You can set them down for just a second. Then you'll go to 3 of each, 5, 10, 5, 3, 2. If you need to take rest, if you need to chalk up, the whole idea behind a complex is to keep the bells in hand for any given number of reps. So when you're doing those 2s, get all the way through the snatch before you put the bells down. Let's just get right into this thing. We're going to time it. You want to get this done as quickly as possible. You've got 5 seconds. Go time's coming. So 3, 2, 1. It starts with 2 reps of each movement. 2 in the swing, 2 in the front squat. Right there. 2 in the press, strict presses. And then come all the way down between the legs and up, 2 in the snatch. All right, so 2 is comfortable and easy. If you feel good, then keep the bells in hand, go right into the 3s. Swings are a big explosive hip extension, firing the hips forward, keeping the eyes forward. The front squat drops down between the legs and drives up with a big chest. The press and the snatch end in the same overhead position, squeezing the bells together, thinking of rolling your thumbs forward, biceps in close to your ears. After the 3s, it goes right to 5s. This thing goes quickly, and Angie's setting a killer pace. But if you're working through those 2s, you're working through those 3s, it's fine. Just keep those bells in hand. It is okay to set the bells down and breathe between reps. What we're looking at right now, coming through. Keep them up high for the press. So you finish that last front squat, you're set up in the rack, tighten up, bring your stance in, and then drive. A quality press starts with the knuckles below the chin, ends with the elbows locked all the way out. Big explosive hip in the snatch. There you go, Angela, looks good. You will want to have a little bit of chalk here. The snatch, the swing, the press can start to eat up on your hands. We've got a small chalk bucket here, and it's any kind of chalk will do. You want to keep the hands dry, and you want to stay relaxed. Big explosive movement in the swing. We're working on that set of 10. Notice that every time the bells go back, not down, but back. You want to be throwing the bells backward and then firing them forward again. Come up to that front squat. The clean is right to the outsides of the forearms. You want to keep the chest up and elevated. Ladies especially, bring the bells a little bit out to the sides. You don't want to be putting pressure on the breasts with the kettlebells, so keep the chest up, hands out wide. At the end of that 10th front squat, you'll start driving into the press. You'll come out of the bottom of the front squat. You'll be right here. Set up tight, take a big breath, and then start to press. Yeah. Now, the set of 10 can take a little while. This is where it starts to get difficult to keep the bells in hand. I know that. Come down into that rack position. If you need to rest, you rest right here. As soon as it's over, drive up to overhead. Now it's time for the snatch. 4 more, I'm sorry. Working through those presses, take your time, rest in the rack, get those deep breaths, keep your abs tight. As you work through the press, when you start to have a little bit of struggle, part of it is not quitting on your press. You're right here in this position, you're usually strong enough to finish. But when fatigue creeps in, especially at that top set of 10, it's all right to add just a little bit of knee dip. In the snatch, big explosive hip drive. You actually see Angela getting up off the ground. That's the kind of explosion that I'm talking about. You'll see the same happen in the swing. After the 10, you'll have a chance to take a little rest because that's going to be the best time. 5, 3, 2 will go quickly. But if you're still working up, take your time with this. Rest between a complex of 3, between a complex of 5. Chalk up. Get your breath. and then jump right back in. The next time you do it, try to compress those rest periods. Less rest is a bigger impact on the body, which means more results with this pair of bells. Front squats look good on every single rep. You're working to keep the heels planted down on the ground. The best way to do that is to drive the knees out, pull the chest up. If you can find that position in the front squat, every rep will look great. A little bit of push press right here. You're seeing the knee dip, drive, and finish off the press. That knee dip is fine. That's going to help you get the bells up off the shoulder and through the sticking point. Then for the snatch, big, explosive hips, throwing the bells forward. Make sure when you're doing this workout that you've got plenty of space around you. All right? Keep it chalked up. Keep it exciting. You're on your way back down this ladder. 3 and 2. That's all that's left. 3 big swings, big explosive swing. If someone were to walk in front of you during the swing, they should be afraid that you're throwing that bell through them, not just at them. In the front squat, exploding up out of the bottom position. The same is true of the press. Again, remember that your press isn't over until the elbow is locked overhead, and the same is true of the snatch. So right there in the snatch, you see that solid lockout, a moment of pause, and then back down. 2 reps. That's all it's over. You're doing this for time. That's 2 swings right there. 2 front squats. Bring them to the shoulder. Down deep in the front squat, knees out, chest up. Finish the front squat and press. 2 reps. A little bit of knee dip in the push press is fine, but get it to lock out. 2 snatches to finish. Good. Down. That's 4 minutes, 47 seconds for Angela, but if you're still at home working, it's just fine. It's about explosion in every one of these movements. The complex style is difficult because it's a lot of time holding the weights up on the body. I know that, and that's what's going to make you stronger. Keep working. The next time that you're here with us, try to do it just a little bit faster. Once again, we're Dane's Body Shop. Angela, great work. I'm Dante, and we'll see you next time. This is Dane's Body Shop. I'm Dante. This is my man Josh. And today we've got a no apologies workout for you. You want to get strong? You want to develop massive power? Then this is the way to do it. You're going to need an Olympic barbell, bumper plates, a pair of kettlebells, and a pull-up bar. You can get by with a pair of dumbbells. You can get by with a pair of iron plates. But if you don't have the bar, there's no chance on this one. Build up the equipment, build up your stamina, and then get ready for this. So we're going to spend a little time working the power snatch from the hang, come up and do some long cycle with the kettlebells, and then get up on the pull-up bar for toes to bar. If you've got yourself a box built in your house or out in your garage, this is the workout for you. Test yourself. Josh is going to do 4 rounds. We're going to see if he can clear it in 10 minutes today, and you try to do the same. When it's time to get on the bar, chalk up generously, but you're going to start with that power snatch from the hang. Take that wide grip from just above the knee, snap the bar to overhead. Can you show him one, Josh? Now, Josh has got the full outfit, the Olympic lifting shoes, elevate the heel. Get that bar to overhead and stick your chest and head through. Finish standing up tall. Go ahead and set it down. In the long cycle with the kettlebells, going to bring them back between the legs to the shoulder and then jerk to overhead. Show him 2 reps. Comes all the way up. Sends up to overhead, and you go all the way back down between the legs. That was 1 full cycle. There's 2. And you're going to work this for 6 reps. And then finally, over onto the pull-up bar. If you're going to go toes to bar, you can do them strict. You can do them with a kip. You can do them with a little bit of momentum. Whatever you do, make sure those toes hit the bar on every rep, and that when you come down, the feet and hips come back behind the shoulders. So we'll show them 2 reps. Hips come back, tap the bar, come all the way back, and do it again. So what's going to happen is it's 4 rounds today, 6 reps in that hang snatch, 6 reps in the long cycle, 6 reps of the toe to bar. Do it as quickly as you can. If you're out there and you're working on your own and you really feel like you're up to it, keep track of your time and submit it. Let's see if you can beat Josh. You've got up to 10 minutes, sir. Get chalked up, hands on the bar, 10 seconds, and we're going to start with that power snatch. You can begin this hang snatch from the top of the knee so it can be up off the ground. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. 6 reps here. Snapping the barbell all the way up overhead. If you're trying to follow along, you're going to have trouble catching your breath, but pay close attention to solid technique here. Bar goes all the way up, 1 clean motion. You finish with the hips open. You step forward to your kettlebells for the set of long cycle. Bells go back. You can press, push press, or jerk. Whatever it is, try to have a heavy pair of kettlebells. Right now, we've got a pair of 35s, that's 16 kilos in each hand. You can dare to go heavier, but make sure you can survive the whole thing first. After 6 reps, you'll drop the bells back down to the ground, always in control, and then get over on the bar. In the toe to bar, like I said, kick back, bring the toes all the way to the bar. 1. There it is. You see a little bit of momentum, and it's okay to use that during that toe to bar movement, as long as you make contact on the bar every time. Don't cheat yourself out of this workout. You want every rep to be high quality. Right back on the bar, you're a minute in. Make an easy time of it. We've got 95 pounds on the bar for this hang snatch. You want to do more? Then get a good heavy set of bumpers. Make sure that they can take the load. If you're going to lose the snatch, just get away from the bar. Safety is still the priority, but intensity is shortly after. Right to the shoulder and snap the weights up. Make sure that you've got the range of motion to get 2 bells up overhead with the arms close to the ears. If you can't, spend some time building up your shoulder mobility, because there's no need to get injured just to show off. This is a chance to improve your stamina, but there's no reason to get hurt while you do it. Right back to the toe to bar, second round, just about halfway. Every one of these exercises challenges your grip. If you want to have a long, fit life, strong hands, strong abs. So use the chalk. Don't tear up your hands, but be ready for a little bit of fatigue as the rounds creep on. Coming up on round 3, 6 reps, 2 minutes, 2 seconds in. If you're unfamiliar with the snatch or you're just trying to make it better, your stance is a little bit narrow. Your hands are as wide as the bar will allow. Snap the bar up with a jump and standing up tall with the chest out and through. You got it, Josh, making it look good. Nice rep. At the end of 6, I challenge you to lower the bar under control. Don't drop it at any point. Show that you are as strong as you want to be. Right here in the long cycle. Every time those bells come to the shoulder, show some control. This is called fixation. Stopping the bells at the shoulder, stopping at the lockout at the top. Hit the momentum through the backswing, and then be ready to set up for another great rep. Nice, Josh. At the end of the 6, just like with the barbell, put them down in control and get over to the toe to bar. Here we go, 6 reps. When you start to get fatigued in the toe to bar, you can add a little bit more backswing. Right here, you see Josh kicking right out to the front and snapping back up. The toe to bar is a test of your ability to push down and grip on that bar, and for the hip flexors to bring the legs all the way up above the head. There you go. We're coming up on the last round. You're 3 minutes, 17 seconds in. If you're following along, remember, keep track of that time. You've got 4 rounds and do it as quickly as you can. 10 minutes is the cap. My man Josh makes it look easy, but you can always build up to this. If you want to work on it at home, start with a lighter weight. Get a pair of 10-pound bumpers and work at 65 pounds. Get a pair of 12-kilo, that's 26-pound kettlebells, and practice your long cycle. Here you go, Josh. Here you go. Finish it off. We're right here, 4th round. Try to keep those hands on the bar, but if you need to take a breath, take a breath. This is not, leave your ego at the door. This is not a chance to get big, to get bold. This is a time to put up heavy weight. Nice. Come up for that long cycle, 6 reps in the 4th round. Swing them back, come to the shoulder. There you go. Strong lockout at the top. Notice the arms come in right close to the head, and you want to do the same. You want strong presses, be in control at the top of every movement. There you go. Quick reps, keep them quick. There's no time to breathe here. Here you go. Finish it off. Finish it off. Nice, Josh. Put a mean swing in those kettlebells. Snap the hips up to the shoulder. Set up for a great press. Finish with 6 toe to bar. Straight through. All 6. All 6. There it is. Good. That's 3. 3 reps to go. You're 4:45 in. You see the fatigue start to creep on. You start to feel this in the forearms. The blood is pumping. Your heart is racing. There it is. 4:52, that's the end of it. But if you're still working, then you've got to finish the whole thing. It's 4 rounds, 6 reps of everything. And the next time you do it, either add weight or do it faster. This is your chance to prove the fitness that you've been working so hard to build. This is Dane's Body Shop. I'm Dante. Josh just did a killer job with this. Hope you do the same. Check in the comments.
How was it? It was pretty hard. Probably about Beginning of my third one, I felt the grip monster come in. You really got to hold on to that bar on the snatches. Overall though, felt pretty good. Got under 5 minutes, so I'm pretty pleased with my results. And if you're serious about getting where you want to be, serious about getting to your goals, it's a great place to start, great place to be at. Once you start with moving compound lifts, compound movements, moving the different modalities, it's only going to make you better. So I feel pretty good about it, pretty solid. I'm breathing a little hard right now, but it's a lot of work in under 5 minutes, so I feel pretty good. Can't complain.
Awesome. Cool. How'd you do, Dunte?
Oh, that was solid, man. The snatches look good. Snatches look good.
I feel pretty good.
Got the shoulders opened up right there. Always love a little bit of work to go from the barbell to the kettlebell. Like it can get to be a rough combination when you're combining these different, very difficult technical skills and then having to go do some pure conditioning work in between. So, killer job. Nice extension on the snatch, way to stay committed to the movement, to keep the form clean. The long cycle is a great conditioning tool, but it's even better when it follows an Olympic lift. So that was good stuff. And to come in under 5 minutes, well, next time we'll put some weight on the bar.